Welcome back to AOK Championship Wrestling. It is time for some Wednesday night fights. And baby, we got 9 of them. We got 9 of them. And we're going to kick it off with the Clown Show, the Project Clown. Malice to take on unwanted member, the almighty Torrence Benjamin. We're going to head on in here, and we don't need all that. We're going to get on in here. Vulgar coming to ringside with Malice. We got all kinds of things. I feel like, oh, that came in a hurry, didn't it? Let's get that set up. We got some things going wrong here. We're gonna make some things work here for everybody. Hope that everybody came in. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves. Starting out, first matchup, getting ready to kick it off. Let's head to ringside. Project Clown, Vulgar on your left, Malice on the right. ZA21, welcome in, brother. My man, Prince TT, in the house. Y'all show some goddamn respect to royalty. That's what I said. Show some damn respect to royalty. You might have to bring us in a Prince TT. What you think? What you think? Huh? Oh man. Oh man. Malice in singles action here. See Vulgar out at ringside, going to be in the role of manager. The almighty Torrence Benjamin making his way down. This was originally to be a tag match, but RWP unable to make the arena this evening. At least his flight was late. Wasn't sure if he would make it, and apparently that is the case. Switch this out to a singles matchup. The two bigger members of each team here is the almighty Torrence Benjamin, the powerhouse of the unwanted. Malice, the absolute monster. Look at this. I'm not sure. It looked like Benjamin kind of caught that arm as a reversal. Off the springboard, forearm to the forehead. Easy for you to say. And Benjamin taking control early on. Just weaves him in between the ropes. And those lifting knees to the forehead. Follows it up with a boot, and we're outside the ring within the first 30 seconds. Joe Brony starting that count. He is not one to hesitate on that. Back inside we go. Locks it up. Reverse Malice. Sending Benjamin over the top rope. Holds on out to the ring apron, and we're looking at a big back suplex on the hardest part of the ring, allegedly. Oh, innovative. That brought Torrence Benjamin back down to his soul. One more time. The outside is, I stumble over my words. And Malice absolutely manhandling Torrence Benjamin. Benjamin from behind, suicide dive. And he has taken back control in a huge way as Malice meets that steel barrier separating the ringside fans from the action. Taking it back inside, Benjamin in first. And Malice, Torrence Benjamin, not quite learning the golden role of AOK. Showboating leads to ass whoopings. Belly-to-belly takedown in only a 1 count. If even. I wasn't paying attention, not gonna lie. Could have been a 2 count. Nothing around here. Benjamin, handful of hair. Malice on the ropes. Solid body shots there. Triplet of left hand, springboard splash, and Benjamin keeping the big man down. Vulgar doing his best to stay out of this matchup. Ducks down, Superman punch right against the ropes. The referee starts the count, and we get a 1. Only 1. Everybody gets 1. Benjamin with the Torrance the Islands. And the Almighty could be looking at a victory. Malice kicking out at 2 1/4. This matchup that so far has been all Benjamin. He has had the majority of the momentum in his favor. Malice finally starting to get getting a little juice going here. Low blow, and Joe Brody he's just gonna allow it. He punched that man in the butthole from the front, and Joe Brody gonna allow it. Rolls are just suggestions here in AOK. That's fair. 2 count again as Benjamin gets the shoulder up. Innovative move. Usually these guys just stomp on each other's arms. This man just gonna jump up in the air on there it is. Malice. Now with the showboating. Huge shoulder thrust, follows it up with a paintbrush off the bottom of the boot. And Benjamin's shoulders are down. Kicks out at 2, the Almighty. Still getting some fight in him. Malice going a high risk. Look at this big man to the top rope. Makes the leap and just cannonballs down. As it turns out, he used to be the flying cannonball, the human cannonball, in the Circus des Clowns. True story. Probably. Malice putting the boots down. Oh. Misguided on that one, and now you see why he turned to pro wrestling. He was not very good at the human cannonball thing. Guillotine, big man. Carrying Benjamin across the ring. Before depositing him there, look at this, duck it under. Locking up Benjamin, coming out on top. Into the ropes and a low blow. Gut punch. Off that rebound, and Benjamin opening up with a series of rights and lefts. T-bone suplex, and Malice to the outside. Another over the top rope. Torrance Benjamin to the outside. Look at this, Malice right back up. Benjamin sidesteps him. Superman punch again. Now he's just got to get his much bigger opponent back into the ring. Don't let it be a count out. Come on, guys. Not again. Come on, Benjamin. Get back in the ring, you douchebag. Don't do it to us. You're going to let it be a count out. You're going to let it be a count out. Malice, get in there. Ah, you let it be a count out. You piece of trash game. You piece of trash game. Why do we spend so much money on this bullshit? You know, there is a winner in that matchup. That should, whatever it was should still, the rivalry should still happen if there's still a winner. That's all I'm saying. There's been a count out with every, we're going to jot this down. We're going to make it right now. Buffalo's Unwanted and Project Clown will face off at Night of Champions. Hell in a Cell tag team. We might do something dumb, like make it 2 out of 3 falls so they can just absolutely beat the snot out of each other. And possibly put all 4 of them out of action and into the hospital, and we can worry about that bullshit count-out stuff at a later date. But until then, let's go to ringside as Padwaho faces off against the Intercontinental Champion in a non-title matchup. Because 2K, that's why. Because 2K. Padwell being on a pretty decent run here over the last couple of weeks. Former Intercontinental Champion. Lost that belt to the Marvelous Bud Marvelous. Tonight, facing off against the Intercontinental Champion, as I said, in a non-title matchup. As the Pod makes his way through the arena.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 227 pounds, P.O.D.
Gets himself situated and ready to go. Tough fight tonight. Intercontinental Champion, no joke, Dean Graves. He's fought some of the best here in AOK and has earned that title. Not on defense tonight.
And his opponent, from wherever he wants, weighing in at 241 pounds.
But nonetheless, still a fighting fit.
The Rebel, Dean Graves.
Padwaho's opportunity. If he can topple Dean Graves here tonight. In this non-title matchup. He will get his opportunity at Night of Champions for the real deal. But if not, well then we keep searching for a suitable opponent for the Intercontinental Champion. Locking it up in the center of the ring, Dean Graves goes for what might have been a body slam, but Padwaho into a reversal with a inverted DDT. Fighting back, Graves. Locking horns, sends his opponent for the ride, no, raising back in. And Pod to the floor. The champ off the ropes, looking for it quick. High lifting knee, turns it into a neck breaker, well placed. And Pod in a bit of trouble. The second matchup. The first match did The first match it was Malice versus Torrence Benjamin. Vulgar at ringside. Dean Graves in the ring now with that putting it down to Pod, but it did force us into an announcement of Buffalo's Unwanted and Project Clown at Night of the Champions and a tag team Hell in a Cell match. No countouts, no disqualification, especially no countouts, especially no fucking countouts. So, yeah. And we got a pinfall attempt. Pod, shoulders down. Dean Graves gets a 2 count out of it. Podwaho at the moment is slammed into that post. Shoulder first. And the champ, look at this. Pod back up. Looking to fight back. Punt kick off the ropes. Atomic drop. One more time. Oh, baby, have you singing soprano. La, 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 la. Back inside we go. Graves feeling pretty good about himself. Huge spear. He folded that man's clothes with him still in them. Jawbreaker and Pod looking for an opportunity to come back. Again, if he can topple the Intercontinental Champion in this non-title matchup, he'll be moving right into that title matchup at Night of the Champions. The ropes, drops to the mat, Podwaho. Nice leapfrog. Superman punch. Pinfall attempt. And gets a 2. Good golly goddamn. Off the rope one more time. Podwaho missing with his spear of his own. Able to recover. Tries it again, and this time Graves seen it coming. He just sidestepped him. Sliding STO face first into the mat. Pod trying to get away and back to his feet, but caught up. As Graves attacks the hamstring. Another slam, Podwaho to the outside. Dean Graves circling around as Joe Brony starts his count. Podwaho shaking the cobwebs. He may have been trying to sucker Dean Graves out there, and I believe it may have worked for him. A couple of cheap shots outside the ring before being sent back in. Podwaho with the ripcord punch to the jaw. And again, raining down blows on the Intercontinental Champ. Graves finally able to get some kind of retaliation going. I'll put a flurry down on that. Up to the shoulders, drives him down to the mat, and Podwaho with a kip up, ready to fight on. Pop to the jaw, pinfall attempt, and Graves kicking out at 1. Again, the Intercontinental Champ. Nothing to lose here for him tonight. Non-title matchup. Podwaho with everything to gain. Top rope to the outside, Superman punch to the top of the coconut. Irish whip, reverses it. Pod puts the brakes on, but Dean Graves with a throwaway slam on the concrete. And these two aren't stopping at all, man. They are battling it back and forth. Back inside, and Podwaho with a slight advantage at the moment. We're going to start trading punches here. Graves up against the ropes, trying to fight back away from them here. And Podwaho with a knockout punch. He keeps the assault solid to the face. Graves pushing him away, but Podwaho again fires off with a series of clotheslines. Single leg sweep. Podwaho trying to get the power of the crowd behind him. Forearm after forearm, up to the back. Torture Rack, knee to the face. Torture Rack GTS, that's it. Podwaho, non-title matchup. The Intercontinental Champion shoulders are down for 2. Pod back to the top rope. Double foot stomp. Mushroom stomp to the gut. And he want to be playing around with the crowd. No pinfall attempt. Center of the ring, Podwaho. Looks like he has something lined up. One more time. Torture Rack. GTS. Joe Brody starts his count. Podwaho looking for a victory. And he pins the Intercontinental Champion. Back-to-back matches putting together Night of the Champions for us. Turned out to be a pretty damn good show if you ask so far. 2 matches in. And goddamn, we're moving right along. Ladies action up next, the Empress Sparrow to take on Amelia P. Hinkledowner. Extreme Rules matchup. Let's get to it. Loading screen finishing up. Ready for those guys in the back to press the button, please. No, not yet. Almost. Don't you crash, motherfucker. Should be no reason for it tonight. The Empress Sparrow ready to make her entrance. General of the women's locker room.
The following is an Extreme Rules match. Making her way to the ring from Pennsylvania, Empress.
Former everything champion. To the point where it looks weird that she doesn't have a belt with her. The veteran of AOK has been here from a good portion. She made her arrival, I believe, in season 2. She'll be facing the Rookie. Second cousin twice removed of the Hinkledowner boys. A stranger to a fight, the Empress Sparrow, ready to go here as we await her opponent.
And from Stillwater, Amelia P.
Out there wrestling cattle. Her cousin's twice removed. Second cousins twice removed through marriage. Amelia P. Hinkledeimer and the Hinkledeimer boys. Speaking of which, she finishes up her entrance. Let's talk about the rest of the show tonight. Coming up next, Alexander K., Larry the Hippie, and High Justice Logan Hawk. Triple threat #1 contenders match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Tag team titles on the line later on as the Hinkledeimers get their opportunity at the Faces of Fear to recapture the tag team gold. And we're going to go a little bit more into depth in some of these matches later, but right now we got a big suplex by the Empress from the center of the ring. And Amelia, look at this, already down for the count. Empress wasting no time making a cover here and gets 2 out of it. Amelia needing to get... I believe this is one of her very first matches here. Probably top first 3 matches. And the Empress couldn't care less. But she won't. Amelia under the ring, Extreme Rules in effect, and the Empress just punched her in the face through that closed ladder. Empress using the ladder to her advantage. A big suplex, but Amelia right back to her feet and turns the tables on Empress with those steel steps. This is going to turn into a brawl. These two broads are just going to beat each other up instead. Extreme Rules, do what you want as long as it ends in the ring. And Amelia actually gaining the upper hand here on Empress. Big boot from across the ring, Jesus H. But the Empress right back to her feet with a right hand. A couple of them at that. Amelia, sit out powerbomb. What a brute. And I don't believe that Empress was prepared for that. Kendo stick in hand. And Empress with a boot. Damn near knocked the ponytails off that girl. I guess pigtails. Ponytail would be one, right? I don't know. Empress taking back control in a pretty solid way. Singapore Cane over the head for the second time. And it's turned to toothpicks. Huge avalanche and a cover. 1. Joe Brody only says 1. As Amelia pulls that shoulder up in a hurry. Empress lines it up, digging her finger into the eyes of her opponent. But Amelia fighting back, but gets cut short again as the Empress with a stunner. No attempt at cover. She's looking to dish out more punishment. And a Singapore Cane once again in the hands of the Empress. And a second time. But again, Amelia fighting back, and at least back to her feet for a moment. And wisely looking for some room, but not going to happen. Empress from the top rope to the outside with an atomic elbow. And holy damn, Amelia still fighting back. And that headbutt pretty much cut that short as well. The Empress, a one-man gang out here. The opponent gets a shot or two in, but she just pretty much absorbs them and dishes it out twice as bad. And again, with a third kendo stick, but Amelia never saw it coming across the kidneys. Saves herself from perhaps another vicious beating. Rocker kick puts the Empress down. Amelia with a suplex to the outside. Empress reverses it. Thought she was heading to those steps, but everybody putting the brakes on that one. Taking it inside. Well, at least taking the Empress inside. But Amelia stopping under the ring apron again, but the Empress is right there. We got a trash can, we got a ladder. And the Empress goes for the ring apron. Through the announce tables, no. We've been closed once. We had somebody actually put up onto the table, but they rolled off of it long before anybody could climb back up there with them. So it'll definitely be clip worthy if it ever happens. Definitely be yelling clip that. They cleared that table off a million times though in the 23 episodes that we've had going. 23 episodes, that Spanish announce table has already been cleaned off twice as many times. And again, the Empress, I'm going to say staying in control, but Amelia fighting back even on the outside here. Scoops her opponent up, drives her down with that stampede. The Empress shoulders her down, kicks out tough at 3. That may have been all she had. As Amelia continues the assault, looking for a chicken wing in this crowd in the AOK arena. Coming to life. And they seem to be cheering on Amelia P. Hinkledeimer. Again, working the arm over right back into the chicken wing. As it's a thing, that chicken wing. Double knees one more time to the lower back. The Empress Sparrow staggering, sent for the ride to the ropes. And Amelia with an enziguri to the back of the head. That may, or spin kick, I guess. Straighten it up, sledgehammer. Time to play the game. And the Empress rolling out of the way of that second one. That second one was aimed for her skull. And she don't even know where she's at. And the Hinkledeimer living up to the name here tonight. She is putting up a fight worthy of her idiot second cousin's twice removed through marriage. Cousin. Yeah. Anyway, Empress, let me get back to what we're talking about. Empress firing off with this steel chair. She has already busted 2 kendo sticks over the skull of Amelia Hinkledeimer and now dented the absolute shit out of that chair. And still Amelia fighting on and still being in somewhat control of this matchup. Back inside for the sledgehammer and drives it into the stomach of the Empress once again. And now Empress with the giant persuader. Wow, what a kick. Holy Jesus, what a kick. If this was a false count anywhere, that might have been the end of this matchup. Torture Rack GTS. Yeah, but you got to get her in the ring. You got to get her in the ring. And you're wasting time. The Empress is not somebody to waste time with. You're going to take the scenic route. I told you. Ain't nobody ever listened to me. Nobody ever listens to me. As the Empress has not only met her in the ring, but I'm pretty sure that Miss Hinkledeimer can pick her canine tooth up in row 33. In a count of 3, the Empress Sparrow with a vicious victory. A hell of a kick. The Empress well-deserved victory on that one. And we're going to move right along for a triple threat Falls Count Anywhere #1 contender matchup. Alexander K, Larry the Hippie, and High Justice Logan Hawk. One of these men will face off against Zack the Ripper. At Night of the Champions. Get ready to head to ringside. Let's talk about a couple of the other matches we started to a little earlier. We have the Hinkledeimers versus the Faces of Fear for the World Tag Team Champions coming up next. The Irresistible Force Lilith will take on Big Money Mama Logan. Prestige will face off against Bud Marvelous for the Hardcore title. James Coleman and Ken Bouchard have agreed to another match as another tag team match, citing Prestige as the reason they're still going to go through with this. They have already said that this is only because Prestige has asked them for this matchup. Whatever Prestige had in mind, or has in mind, it counts on these two wrestling as a tag team. That's all I know. And they agreed that for whatever reason, be it money, I seriously doubt it's any kind of like friendship nor loyalty to Prestige. He shows nothing of that to anybody.
From New York, weighing in.
But we will see James Coleman and Ken Bouchard tag team tonight against the Wrecking Crew. And Zack the Ripper will put his title on the line against Gavin Wilson, the former World Heavyweight Champion, in our main event. But we're going to talk about the matchup. This man coming down the ring, the King Bean, Larry the Hippie. This man just wants to be this man. That's all. He is here for the moment. Happy-go-lucky attitude. Spoke with him earlier. He said, wins and losses don't matter, man. The moment is what matters. Nah. Know what I'm saying? Logan Hawk, the High Justice. One of the most dominant forces in AOK. You see Larry the Hippie exiting the ring there. Logan Hawk, former world heavyweight champion, longest reigning AOK champion. And the man did it consecutively, 111 days straight. Many have come close. But no one able to do it consecutively as we get ready to get this triple threat Falls Count Anywhere matchup. Alexander K, the masked man from Manchester, Larry King Bean, the hippie, and the High Justice Logan Hawk. Joe Brony gonna have his hands full. We ring the bell, and Logan letting the two little guys battle it out. Larry looking like he was gonna go for a wheel kick, but that knee seemed to be an issue. Alexander hits the big DDT, and the hippie again wisely going after Alexander K. I think he should go after Logan Hawk while he's down. Go to work on that big man's legs, and don't take your eyes off him, and certainly don't put your back to him. As Logan Hawk going tough here, gets reversed, sent into the corner, and the hippie again focusing on Alexander K, and Logan Hawk meets him with that wheel kick. And Larry taking it to the outside, going to shake some cobwebs off, but stay the hell out of the way for a moment. Spinning slam, and Logan having to deal now with both little men. Alexander K with a huge backdrop gets the big man out of the ring, and Larry the hippie takes an opportunity and goes for a pinfall. #1 contendership on the line, man. Larry ain't taking no chances. Irish whip, reversed it, and then turned his attention to Logan Hawk just to get his head torn off. Alexander K with a set of snake eyes offered up by the High Justice. The hippie's doing his best here against Logan. Takes him down with a DDT. But again, takes his attention off of Logan, puts it back on Alexander. Comes up, spins around, DDT of his own. The action turns to Logan and Alex. Another DDT, nicely done. Keeping the big man off his feet and out of the way as we take it to the outside. The hippie here in front of us. I see you over there, hippie. Yeah, wonderful dance moves. Pay attention to the fight. Logan Hawk threatening the hippie, who he answers with a big knee to the face. The hippie back under the ring, comes up with a sledgehammer, but Logan Hawk just towering over him the whole time. Alexander sent back into the ring. Torture rack. Logan Hawk with a torture rack neck breaker on the concrete, looking for a cover. And Alexander K with a double axe handle to the back of Logan Hawk's head into the shining forehead of Larry the hippie. Larry doing his thing outside while Alexander K looking for a submission. Winner of this match will face Zack the Ripper at Night of the Champions. I mean, assuming Zack the Ripper comes out of tonight's matchup as the winner. I mean, as of right now, it's Zack the Ripper. It could be Gavin Wilson. Who knows? We'll see. We'll find out later tonight. Logan Hawk, second turnbuckle, and a Logan bomb. And the hippie from behind with a kendo stick, a step quicker. And he puts the big man down with the right hand. Oh, he's tuning it up. Larry the hippie with sweet shin music. He kicked that man right below the kneecap before dumping him on his head, but Alexander K taking advantage of the hippie short celebration. And the fact that he's laid out in the ring there, a big kendo stick to the skull, and Logan Hawk in the ring missing. Alexander missing with that drop kick, but Logan Hawk answers back with one of his own, and the interceptor drops the hippie. Alexander K there for the save. And trying to go for the pin. He might keep Logan Hawk down, but I doubt it. Not even for a 2. Short headbutt by Larry the Hippie and Logan Hawk. Dumping Flower Child out over the top rope. High lifting knee by the Hippie. Emphasis on the high. Inverted DDT. And Logan Hawk goes for a clothesline. Alexander rolls under, but again, too slow. Takes too long to get around the backside of Logan Hawk that he's going to catch up to you. Choking the Hippie out. He may have just killed that man. The Hippie taking for the ride. No, blocks it with an elbow. Double underhook. Can't get it. Logan Hawk blocks it. Alexander K from behind may have just saved the Hippie from an onslaught. Hurricane Rana, down goes Logan Hawk. Alexander K and Larry the Hippie in the ring. Guillotine. Pinfall attempt. Joe Brody goes for the count and gets a 2. Alex looking for an opportunity, looking for an opening. A little bit of frustration showing through. As Logan Hawk, I'm going to say sneaks up behind him. I don't know how 7 foot something, 6'11", whatever the hell he is. Blocked out half the arena like standing behind you. And the Hippie with a huge shot to the skull of Logan Hawk. Drop kick to the outside. Logan it looked like he was going to target the Hippie, but wisely going back to work on Alexander. Avalanche in the corner. The Hippie never saw that massive frame coming. Down for the count off the drop kick. And the Hippie kicking out. Alexander, single leg drop kick. Takes Logan Hawk out of the matchup. Larry blocks whatever the attempt was. But we are back and forth between Larry the Hippie and Alexander. Irish whip with another reversal. Alex holding off. Like he was going to be, he was trying to bounce his head off that turnbuckle, but Alexander K keeping the brakes on. The Hippie keeping Logan Hawk down on the mat. Using some old school collegiate wrestling moves, a little bit of amateur moves there by the old Hippie. We've got a pinfall attempt. Logan Hawk, #1 contendership. And Alexander K fighting back before count of 2. Sky high, down he goes, high justice. And a save by the Hippie. Alexander K might be down for the count. Double underhook. Spanish announce table. The Hippie. Running clothesline. Drops a knee to the chest. And Logan Hawk is out on the outside of the ring. The Hippie going back to the corner. Looking for it again. Sweet shit. Can't even say it. Sweet shit music. And Alexander looking for a safe spot. Logan Hawk introduced to the Spanish announce table. That's what he calls it. Don't ask. I don't understand. I tried to tell him that that's not. It is what it is. And Alexander K taking full advantage of the Hippie. We got a pinfall attempt. #1 contendership on the line. And the Hippie kicking out. at the count of 2. Logan Hawk back in the ring, back on his feet. And Larry, again, holding his own against the big man. Stomp to the gut. He used his entirety to get through it. And look at this, the hippie looking to get high. What? Alexander K with a baseball bat. Double axe handle, and Logan Hawk caught him. Backbreaker, ducks under a thrown bat, and catches him with that wheel kick. Logan Hawk, an absolute monster tonight. Falls count anywhere, triple threat, and that may do it for Logan Hawk. Stun dog. Pinfall attempt. Alexander K looking to go to Night of Champions. And he's the man to face the world champ.
Here is your winner, the Super
Alexander K looking to recapture the world championship at Night of the Champions. Larry the Hippie a little disappointed in himself. Masked Man from Manchester going for the gold in just a few short weeks. Speaking of the gold, World Tag Team Champions, they're not gold, they're silver, but that's platinum. It's beside the point. Why would you correct me mid-sentence like that, dude? Even still, let me finish my sentence before you correct me, alright? Correct me after I'm done talking. I'll go back to it. You sound like a crazy person when you do that. We're getting ready to go to ringside for the AOK World Tag Team Champions, the Faces of Fear, Crom and Rex, to take on Omer T and Cletus J, the Fighting Hinkledimers. Challengers out first, here they come. Bo and Luke of AOK. Cornfields for as far as the eye can see. Most dominant tag team in AOK. At least the absolute most decorated. These guys, I have no idea how many time tag team champions these guys are. And they are looking to recapture again tonight, and they are the odds-on favorite. Omer T ready to get this thing started. Cletus J, his identical twin, half Siamese twin brother. Ready to take on these two creatures. Faced off before. This is not a first outing for these two teams. But the world champs not really getting a good reaction here from the AOK Arena crowd. Again, the Hinkledimers, the odds-on favorites, but again, these two monsters. World champions for a reason. It wasn't a fluke. Crom and Rex, the new faces of fear. The World Tag Team Champions. We'll get a good look at those belts. There it is. They are.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 441 pounds and their opponents at a combined weight of 585 pounds. The World Tag Team Champions, the Faces of Fear.
A little amped up there, are they not? Speed freaky there for a minute. The World Tag Team Champions being held aloft by referee Joe Brunk. Joe has been going back to the Just for Men edition for his hair. Lost some of that gray. Looking good, Joe. Cletus J starting for his team. Rex starting for his. They're looking to take advantage by brute force. Huge backbreaker by Cletus. Series of elbows drives them in right into the sternum. And a quick tag by the Hinkle Dimers. Homer T, now your legal person, coming in with a huge Hurricane Rana, taking Rex off his feet. A little bit of athleticism being shown here by Homer. Just learned a little something somewhere. You usually see him doing high-risk maneuvers as such. Rex apparently didn't like it, and he just beat that man across the ring, and then did with the falling power slam, the falling slam in general. But Homer fires back with another suplex. We got a tag. Crom, now the legal person, and he just absorbed that clothesline from Homer. Big right hand. And the world champ in control of the match. Showboating. And he only gets staggered. Big shoulder tackle, and Homer face first into the mat for the second time. A little more forceful the second time. Takes the big man down with twisting armbar. Crom back to his feet, but Homer, big series of chops to the chest. Hurricane Rana puts Crom into the right corner. Homer, no stranger to the tag titles whatsoever. Oddly enough, not going for a cover. Standing moonsault. And Homer might be setting this up. He might be looking for a fairy tale ending. Crom, too strong, reverses it. Turns it into a backdrop and goes to work on a crippled Hinkle Dimer. Right in front of his brother and Cletus. Defending his brother there. That's a little cheap shot. And again, Homer with a big sauce pillar that psychs him out with a DDT. Another tag, Homer exiting the ring, Cletus tagging in, as does Rex. And a huge clothesline takes down the world champion. Boot to the face. Cletus in control of the match and looking for a victory off these two massive beasts known as the Faces of Fear. Reversal after reversal, big boot. And down goes Cletus. Right back up though, man. He is ready to fight another reversal. Deep six. Working for the legs, but again, Rex. Too much fight left in him to be wasting time on him. Flying shoulder tackle. And the tag, Crom, your legal person one more time. Sets him up. Looking for the choke slam, but Cletus breaks free with a big elbow. Joe Brody right in there for the action as we get a... But he's going to allow the chokehold. He's there for the action, but not the rolls. Cletus wasting time here as his opponent pulls himself up. I mean, that's, you had a better chance with him when he was on the mat. You're going to let the man stand up, and you get what you get. Crom with an Irish whip sends the ankle dimer into the turnbuckle, follows it up with a big right hand. Irish whip, backdrop, keeping it basic, but basic may do it. World Championship on the line, and Crom taking his time, tagging in his partner as Cletus has yet to move. Rex there to help him up. Belly to belly, down he goes. Homer reaching for the tag, but Cletus, I think he's out on his feet here. Sent to the corner one more time, scoops him up. And goes for a pin, hits him with a huge body slam. And gets a 2 count out of this. And then he's surprised by it. I think this man's been huffing gasoline. There is no gasoline in our time. Anyway. And again, scoops him over that big slam, and Rex climbing to the top rope is Cletus. Look, he's going to allow for the tag from the top rope. Cletus not even going for the tag. That was a whole lot of dramatics for nothing, wasn't it? Who thought that was a good idea? Yeah, get out of the ring. You too, Cletus, get out. Get out of the ring. No? Alright, scoops him up. Crom takes him right over to his corner and walks away from him. Dares him to make the tag. Turning his back on the Hinkledimers. Confidence or stupidity as Omer T sends the world champ out to the outside. And this is where the Hinkledimers are most dangerous. Crom rolling out of the way of that elbow and bounces the back of the skull of Omer off of that steel barricade and then the concrete. And a boot to the face. Trick's on you, buddy. Joke's on you, Crom. It's just Omer's head. Well, we got a 7 count, and I'd hate for this to turn into another count-out matchup. Thank goodness. I mean, it's not over yet, but thank goodness. Omer shakes off the cobwebs. Still don't think he knows where he's at quite yet. Joe Brody reminding him he's got a match going on. As Cletus taking full advantage of Crom's lack of attention. And Omer looking to capitalize off of that maneuver, gets a 1 count. Champ back to his feet, and Omer back to his old tricks. Boot after Double team action from the outside by Cletus. Strong, the world champ, back to his feet. Omer T looking for it one more time. He hits it. He gets him the whole way over. Fairy tale ending, and there, for the save, is the World Tag Team Champion, Rex. Another tag. Cletus J, now your legal person. And Crom eats a spine buster, and another pinfall attempt. World Tag Team Champions could be changing here. The champ kicks out at 2.5. Another tag by the Hinkledimers. The referee continues his count here. Crom makes it back to his feet. And Omer T gets suckered into the outside. Suckered into the outside? Whatever. And here we go. Crom and Omer T at ringside. World Championships on the line. The tag team titles up for grabs. Oh, there's Crom. Over to his corner. His partner reached out for the tag, and he just walked away from him. Turns his attention to Cletus Hinkledimers. Omer makes his way back into the ring. Double choke slam, but no. Omer with a thumb to the eye. A shoulder to the ribs. And a boot to the ball sack. And Omer T looking for the cover. World titles on the line. We got brand new champions for the 195th time, the Hinkledimers. I might be exaggerating that amount of title reigns.
World Tag Team Champions.
The Fightin' Hinkledimers recapturing the world titles one more time. That's a number we might have to look into to see what the absolute total is for Omer T and Cletus J title reigns. Because it's most definitely double digits. It is most definitely double digits. And we get ready for some ladies action. Lilith and Big Money Mama Logan to go one-on-one. These two ladies have been duking it out. Started out with a little disrespect. It's turned into at least one all-out battle. Yeah, right, brand new for the 195th time. And that might not be an exaggeration on numbers. Like, it might be. The two boys may have picked up those titles. It might be triple digits. Mama Logan, look at this. Lilith making her way to the ring, and Mama Logan with a chop block. And she may have just taken the knee out of the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. She's straight Nancy Kerrigan her ass. But Lilith trying to fight back, at least get some separation, puts Mama Logan into the ring. And the referee, is the referee going to allow this match? Knee to the face, Mama Logan going to take control quick. Right into a chicken wing. Cause it ain't no thing in the center of the ring unless you're caught up in a chicken wing. What the hell is wrong with you, dude? Good God. Mama Logan in control here. Nice springboard kick to the face. And just to be sure, there's a couple of short ones. Making sure she gets the indentation of every other shoelace. Another boot to the midsection. Mama Logan doubled over as Lilith looking for an opportunity. Forehead to turnbuckle. Huge hip toss out of the corner and into the ring. We got a pinfall attempt. Mama Logan's shoulders are down for one. Kicking her while she's down, the irresistible force. Taking control with a series of boots to the lower back. Fisherman's hook, driver. And Mama Logan staggering here as Lilith fires off another headbutt. Collar and elbow reversal back to the outside. And Big Money ready to go, tipping back up before the referee can start his count, but Lilith meets her in the ring, caught up again, fires back, Lilith back in control. Fisherman's hook drops her. And again, Mama Logan popping right back to her feet, and again, Irish Whip runs her down with a clothesline. The battle continues. Caught up, Logan with a spinning backhand. Trying to slow the matchup down a little bit, trying to put it back into her favor, taking Lilith. $1 Million Dream. Mama Logan looking to make this a quick matchup. Goes for the $1 Million Dream, but no, blocked by Lilith. Oddly enough, Mama Logan not attacking that left leg. I'm sorry, the right leg of Lilith. She attacked her coming down the ring. But she has yet to refocus on that. I thought that would definitely be a pinpoint target in this matchup. But we got a pinfall attempt off the alley-oop. But no go, and again, another tip up. Mama Logan. Tons of energy in this matchup. These two just gonna duke it out here. See what happens when the smoke clears. They are still back and forth. Look at this. Nobody coming out the wiser. They have beat the hell out of each other in the center of the ring. And Lilith with the advantage. The electric chair drop. Of sword inverted, and we got a pinfall attempt of 2. Lilith was sure she had it. Blocked again. Mama one step ahead. Into the corner, but again fighting out. Big Money with a clothesline. A second one. Catches the leg. Single leg sweep. And again the crowd on Big Money's side. Springboard moonsault. Goes for the cover. We might be looking at a victory here. And Lilith not done yet. Mama Logan circling around, puts a boot to the chest. Sends her opponent into the ropes. Big pop-up punch. And Big Money going to the penthouse. Drives a knee from the top rope. And it could be time to go nighty-night. As she's looking for it one more time. $1 Million Dream applied. And that's it. That's it. She has put Miss Money in the Bank to sleep. And what is she doing? Look at this. Mama Logan. When I said targeted, I meant during the match. I meant during the match, and she's going after the leg with a steel chair. Mama Logan trying to take the Money in the Bank briefcase holder out of action. We're going to get on back through the matches here, as Mama Logan's showing a brutal side here tonight. Hardcore title on the line, unsanctioned match. This title is not recognized by AOK, though it is listed as the AOK Hardcore Championship. These matches are unsanctioned. This title is not part of our regular grab-up. There's no division for the Hardcore Championship. And Prestige challenging his former partner, the Marvelous Bud Marvelous. And we're going to let Wayne Kerr do some of the talking here real quick. He lets us know that it is an Extreme Rules match for the Hardcore Championship. Prestige with the unpredictable James Coleman at his side. So Coleman will actually be in the next matchup, alongside Ken Bouchard, to take on the Wrecking Crew of Nick and Josh Blackwell. So Ken Bouchard said that he agreed to a tag match, not to go to ringside. If Coleman was going to ringside, he would just stay in the back. Again, I don't know what Prestige's endgame is here with Coleman and Bouchard, but he has fought adamantly to make sure that those two stay together as a tag team, though they absolutely can't stand each other. The Hardcore Champion, the Marvelous Buddy Marvelous. Captured that title from Podwaho. After losing the Intercontinental Championship to Dean Graves. His title on the line tonight against his former tag team partner, Prestige. And again with Coleman at ringside. Extreme Rules matchup. Anything goes here. Prestige, I don't know if Coleman's presence is, it's not surprising, but it's a little confusing. Hardcore title up for grabs in this unsanctioned match.
Introducing the challenger from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 228 pounds, the King of Old School! And his opponent from out of this world, weighing in at 253 pounds, the Hardcore Champion, Buddy A-List.
He just smacked himself in the back of that belt. I don't know if anybody else caught that. He just smacked himself in the back of the head with that belt. The Marvelous One handing over the title. Marvelous coming out with a big head scissors, big attack there at the beginning and laying the elbow down. Now again, Extreme Rules, and Coleman is right there at ringside. Nothing is stopping him from interfering in this match in any way. And that may be the reason Prestige brought him down. But then again, who knows what the hell Prestige is thinking. To the outside, and Marvelous under the ring apron, and you see Coleman immediately going after Bud. Tried to stop him from getting under there, but decided against following through with that. Prestige outside the ring himself. We got a ladder, we got a sledgehammer. And a big kick. There's the referee warning Coleman. As Bud Marvelous goes for the cover, Coleman keeping the referee at bay. And we got a kick out. I don't even want to call it a kick out. There was no count. And Prestige back to his feet, and that would explain the reason for Coleman at ringside. Bud Marvelous not really needing the help as much as Prestige does here. Drops down to the mat. Big leapfrog, kicking the ladder out of the way in the process. Nicely done. Nice way to protect himself and his opponent. For that big cutter. Inverted suplex. And a big knee to the face. The champion down on the mat. And Prestige with multiple kicks to the back of the head, curb stomps, if you will. Coming back with the sledgehammer, the hardcore champion in trouble as James Coleman removes the turnbuckle. And Prestige sent to the ropes. Gets a shot to the jaw for his efforts in a pinfall attempt. And kicking out at 1. Hardcore title up for grabs. Prestige challenges Bud Marvelous for that unsanctioned title. Marvelous coming back with a clothesline. Coleman jumping up on the ring apron for just a moment as the Marvelous one tries to capture momentum and keep this game in his favor. And again, the referee having words with Coleman. Coleman having words with Joe Brony. Coleman knows better than most. He better watch his mouth with Joe. Don't invoke the wrath of Joe Brony there, Coleman. And a huge shoulder tackle sends us to the outside again. Marvelous. Moonlight drive takes him all the way around and lets his opponent lay. Prestige fighting back. Can he get it back under his feet? Into the barricade we go. The crowd here standing up, looking to get a better view, especially those at ringside. Buddy trying to cover up from those straight right hands and left hands. That ground and pound positioning. Prestige, half Nelson suplex. Buddy barely able to stand on his own here. Sent back into the ring. King of Old School coming in close. And a huge kick to the face. He thinks he's got it. We got a pinfall count. And only 2. Coleman adding a table. Adding a table into the ring, and we might be seeing it. Matilda's kiss. Not quite catching that bottom of that table. And Prestige not quite done. He usually follows that up with a prestidigitation, but he goes for the sledgehammer instead. He was absolutely trying to wreck Bud Marvelous. That bionic elbow to the skull. and short right hands across the forehead of the Marvelous One. To the outside, takes him down, and Prestige again, open right hands. Marvelous doing his best to cover up. But Prestige with a sheer brutality. Marvelous doing his best to fight back. A couple of elbows gets him free from Prestige and tackles him straight to the mat, looking for a little bit of perhaps the persuasion of solid steel and oak will do it, but Marvelous not even letting the man get up. They just shot to the jaw and again to the midsection, returning the favor. A huge clothesline takes Prestige down again, but Marvelous sending his opponent around the ringside area. And now it's Marvelous's turn to start dropping right hands. Prestige, Marvelous, former tag team partners, and probably the closest thing to best friends that Prestige has ever seen. Bud Marvelous gaining wise to the old man and breaking free, getting out on his own. Look at this, bringing a trash can into the ring. Prestige, collar and elbow lockup. Bud Marvelous, the hardcore champion, fighting free. Kick to the midsection, takes the knee out in a short-faced DDT. And we might see a victory here. Shoulders down, using that table for leverage, but gets a 2 count. Prestige kicking out, keeping this matchup alive. And Bud Marvelous just again with those closed fists. Anything goes in this matchup. Closed fist, sledgehammers, single leg sweeps, pinfall attempt, and a 2 count. Prestige trying to be a smartass is my guess. Letting Bud know he could pin him with a leg sweep. And take his title even worse with a leg sweep. Marvelous into the corner. Prestige around the outside. And a vicious clothesline off that misdirection. Clothesline or pinfall attempt. Clothesline attempt as well. He succeeded. 2 count as Bud Marvelous gets the shoulder up. Prestige was sure he had it. He is looking to dial this in. Prestige with a super finisher. Nothing wrong with your vision, folks. Super finisher applied. Bud Marvelous, shoulders are down. Hardcore champion has found a new home around the waist of Prestige.
And new hardcore champion, the King of
Prestige has his eye busted wide open. He might need to go see somebody about that. You shouldn't be the hardcore champion if you ain't bleeding. Prestige picking up that victory. We got 2 more matches to go, as Ken Bouchard and James Coleman tag team to take on the Wrecking Crew, the Bulldozer, Josh Blackwell, the Rocker, Nick Blackwell. We're ready to hit the ringside. Prestige was scheduled to come out as the manager on this one, but Coleman said when he came out, look at this, Bouchard with a quick tag. Tags himself in, and we're going to get this started again. No entrances to be had as, look at this. Bouchard turns his attention to Big Josh. And Nick turns it around with a hip toss. Now again, Coleman making sure Prestige went back to get that eye looked at, as he was going to stay out here as the manager, but we got to tag Bouchard. Didn't stop and check on Prestige along the ramp. They did it again. We did agree that this was going to be a tag match. And we do see a tag between Coleman and Bouchard. They're doing fairly well, as they have in the past. Snake Eyes, Coleman on Josh Blackwell. Sets him up, legacy elbow to the back of the head. And we got a pinfall attempt by the Unpredictable. And he gets a 2 count out of it. Again, another tag. Fair and open. Seemed to be too much animosity between the two. Bouchard, not a legal person, takes an elbow from the bulldozer, gets the second rundown. Back to his feet, and IKB. Looking to take the bigger opponent for the ride all the way over for a set of Snake Eyes. We get another tag, one on each end here. Nick and James battling out center of the ring with Coleman coming out of the upper hand. Spoke too soon, Nick Blackwell just out muscling his opponent. Ultimate splash and a huge landing here. One more time off the ropes, nobody home. Coleman seen that one coming. Both opponents back up, crossface. Coleman locks it down. We can see a tap out perhaps. Again, muscles out of it. Nick Blackwell just manhandles his way out. Running neck breaker. Drags himself over for the pin. Joe Brony a little slow for the count. A little out of position for that. And Coleman kicking out at the count of 1. We got a big tag. Look at this. Again. It's about the win. Not about the partner by the looks of it. You see Bouchard not checking on Coleman whatsoever. Blackwell eats a right hand after that, trying to protect himself there at ringside. Bouchard sets him up with a back suplex. Nick off the apron with a double axe handle. Ken Bouchard, the Iron Man, in trouble, a long way from his opponent, a long way from his partner on the outside here. And taking on former tag team champions, the Wrecking Crew. This is not just any team they're up against. This ain't two wackos from the AOK training facility. The referee continuing his count here. As Bouchard makes his way back in before the count of 8. At least it's not a double count out. IKB scoops his opponent up to the shoulder, spins him around, standing power slam. But Blackwell right back up and ready to fight. Puts his opponent on the ropes. Sends him for the ride, eats one of himself in a big clothesline. Stopping Bouchard from making the tag. Heads to his own corner, Josh tagged in. And IKB staggering up here. Reversal. Sending Big Josh over the top rope. Follows him to the outside, up on the ring apron again. Solid back body suplex. And again, the referee continues his count on and over that barricade. And IKB telling the Wrecking Crew exactly how he feels of him before following it up with that huge boot. And again, into the barricade. IKB with a splash of his own. Referees count to 7. And these two men are still outside the ring. They got to get it back inside. It's going to go in a double count out. There's no way around it. Double count out. We're going to have to turn that off, perhaps. We might have to turn count outs off. This is getting ridiculous. Ridiculous. We're missing out on so many good things here. We're missing out on so much good stuff here. Damn you, 2K. You promised. You promised. You said that this was going to work. And it's my own fault for not turning off 10 counts. Zack the Ripper. Oh, it's gonna Zack the Ripper versus Gavin Wilson. I'm not sure if are we getting? I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm a little bit confused on this. Doesn't take much, but I am confused on this. Don't you freeze on us now. Don't you freeze on us now, you son of a bitch. Okay, cool. Let's head to ringside. Yes, no, maybe, perhaps. Main event, Zack the Ripper to take on Gavin Wilson for the World Heavyweight Championship.
And is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
That's what I just said, Wayne. Ring announcer Wayne Kerr letting us know what I just said, just in case you missed it. The world champ, the Grim Creeper of AOK, Zack the Ripper. Having a stellar season since the beginning of 2K24. I believe this is his second title reign in Season 4 already. Looking to go to Night of the Champions to face Alexander K, who we saw win a #1 contendership match earlier tonight. But first, he has to get past former champion Gavin Wilson, the bad boy of AOK. The challenger. The challenger. Rookie of the Year, 2K23. He's got his work cut out for him tonight. Zack the Ripper, no slouch in the ring. And that is what it's all about. The world title. I'm going to let Wayne do his job one more time.
Weighing in at 220 pounds, bad boy, Gavin Wilson.
Again, former world champion himself.
Weighing in at 275 pounds, the champion, Zack the Reaper.
One final look at that belt. And here we go, setting it up. Joe Brony says ring the bell. Zack missing with that big boot right out the way. Holds on to him. Gavin Wilson. Nice amateur suplex. Takes him right over. Follows it up with a not so amateur headbutt. And looks to keep the champ down on the mat. Nobody home, missing with the leg drop. And the Reaper. Returning the favor with those boots. Face first he goes. Rolls him over, and this time Gavin Wilson taking back control off of the Grim Reaper. And another falling headbutt. Locking horns, and Wilson, the challenger, in control in the early stages here. Making Zack look a little slow here as we got a pinfall attempt. And a kick out by the champ, and a big kip up. Keep it back in his favor. Boot to the midsection. Fires back Wilson. Now Zack. Springboard. What a shot to the jaw. A hell of a beast to be in the air with. And that right hand never misses. Knockout punch for the win. Only one. World title on the line here as Zack faces off against Gavin Wilson, the #1 contender. Just a few days away from Night of Champions. The winner of this match will go on to face Alexander K at Night of Champions. Two other matchups already locked in. Buffalo's Unwanted will take on Project Clown in a tag team Hell in a Cell match. Alexander K will face one of these two men at at Night of Champions, as well as Dean Graves and Podwaho for the Intercontinental Championship. Gavin Wilson needs to get this match back inside the ring. You cannot win the title on a count out, and we all know damn well that Joe Brony will count you out in 10 seconds. Which we're going to bring that up to the AOK brass about amending some of the rules of AOK. Because if Gavin Wilson nor Zack the Ripper get back in, and Wilson, you got to get out and save Zack. You can't win the title via count out, Gavin. You can't win the title via count out, Gavin, you dumbass. Zack making it back in before the count of 10. Reverses it. Gavin, kick to the midsection. Look at this flatliner. New world champion coming up. Count of 3. There's 1, there's 2, and Zack the Ripper kicking out before the count of 3. And the bad boy going high risk all the way across the ring. Drops the elbow across the throat. Another pinfall attempt. The leg is hooked. World title is on the line, and Zack the Ripper again looking to hold on to his title. Kicking out before the count of 3, 2 1/4 at least. Vulcan death grip applied by the bad boy. But the Ripper gaining energy from this AOK arena. Springboard, and again with that forearm. Thing is like sonar, man. It does not miss. The Ripper takes his opponent up high. 1888. World title on the line. The Ripper looking to retain. And Gavin Wilson with a kick out. and then rolls out of the ring looking to keep this matchup. Double foot stomp. Mushroom stomp to your lungs. From the top rope to the outside, and Zack the Ripper celebrating with his fans at ringside. Into the post. Wilson staggering around here. Reverses it, and Zack into the steps. Looks like he tripped over that bottom one, and we are going to have a near heart attack of another near count out. Or another count out if they don't get back in the ring. The Ripper with a hell of a boot to the face. I might interject here. I might interject if Zack doesn't jump. I'm dead. We're not taking any chances. We're not taking any chances. Zack, you're going to have to jump. Right? Did we take it? Yes. Jump, jump, you son of a bitch, jump. Damn it. Damn it. Look at this. But look at this. Blackwell. Or I'm sorry, Black Bear. I'm sorry, Black Bear. Jay Black Bear. Count out or no count out? Count out or no count out? Jay Black Bear cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase on Zack the Ripper. And Joe Brody ringing the bell. Black Bear firing off long before that bell ever rang. Oh shit, hold on, time out. Damn it, I'm not, damn it. Zack's got a serious disadvantage. Ah, bring it back. A serious disadvantage on the Ripper. That could have ended really badly. The Ripper back in control of the AI as Jay Black Bear steps outside the ring to show disrespect to the world champ, who successfully defended his title via countout and now must battle back against Jay Black Bear, who's cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase. And the Ripper, 1888, drops the big man on his head early and gets a 2 count. Trying to finish this quickly is the Ripper, but unfortunately Jay Black Bear still in the fight here. Rolls out of the way, series of punches, and an atomic drop that'll have your testicles enlarging in your nostrils. Top rope, Black Bear with the elbow drop. Flying Eagle. We got a pinfall attempt and a 2 count. Zack the Ripper still has fight left. Money in the Bank briefcase cash in. Post match after Gavin Wilson lost via countout. The Ripper needing to defend a second time here. And Jay Black Bear in trouble one more time, and fireman's carry across the ring for a set of snake eyes. And the big native needing to fight back from a sitting position. We're going to trade chops. The Ripper switching out the right hands instead. Look at this Black Bear saying, hit me again. And the Ripper says, let's keep it going. Not a man backing down. Shaking it off, locking it up. The challenger begging the champ to stand back up. Taking his time over the top rope, through the ropes for a suicide dive. And Jay Black Bear could be looking at a world championship victory here tonight on this cash-in, as he empties the empties the ring of the world champion, climbing to the top rope one more time, high risk, all the way down to the outside splash. Talk about flying eagle, baby. Flying bear. Anyway, into the ring, no. They need to get back in the ring. That's all there is to it. Stop doing damn countouts. The Ripper. In the ring, Black Bear. Making his way back around here. Hopefully he'll get in before the count of 10. Lock him up again. The Ripper thought he was going for another 1888. He might be now. Sets him up. Another one. That spike pile driver suplex. The 1888. And this man has defended his title against a Money in the Bank cash-in. Post-match, second match. The Ripper.
Heavyweight champion, Zack the Reaper.
Zack the Ripper holding on to the world title over Gavin Wilson and Jay Blackbear. Holy damn. And that was our main event. As heart-wrenching as it is. Let's take a look, see what's what. Let's look at our news from tonight first. We got lots of it going on. September 3rd. That's not what happened. That's got a Hell in a Cell match is what came of that. The Hinkledimers winning the AOK World Tag Team Championships. Seems like just deja vu all over again. Big Money taking a attack on Lilith. Looking to break, at the very least, damage the leg of the irresistible Fourth Lilith. And Prestige, your new hardcore champion. Let's jump on over to the next show. Look how close we are, one episode before Night of the Champions. Alexander K and Logan Hawk, one-on-one, that's a possibility. Torrance Benjamin and Malice, also a possibility. Probably more likelihood. Billy Moore and Gavin Wilson, probably not so much. The Hinkledimers, Rex and Crom, probably not. Empress Sparrow and Amelia P. Hinkledimer looking to battle out again. Maybe, we'll see. Lilith and Big Money. Some situation. Zack and Jay Blackbear. Maybe. Zoe, Yuri, and Wildcat. We'll talk about that. Tell you who we haven't seen. We haven't seen Chris Chaos in a hot minute. Card subject to change. I doubt many of those matches stay. But we know what we're all here for. We're all here for these numbers right here. This is the bread and butter. Zack the Ripper sitting at number 1 spot as the world champion. Number 1 power ranker. Closely by Prestige. The new AOK hardcore champion. Alexander K, number 1 contender for Zack's title. Number 3, Zoe Yuri, number 4. Bodwaho sitting at number 5 with Big Money Mama Logan moving into number 6. Jay Blackbear missing out on his Money in the Bank briefcase cash-in, but nonetheless moving into a nice spot of number 7. Top 10 always looks good. Larry the Hippie sitting at number 8, the Intercontinental Champion. Number 9 with Amaya, the Women's World Tag Team Champions. Filling out our top 10. 10 more to go as we look at our top 20. Empress Sparrow moving to number 11 with the Hinkledimers. World Tag Team Champion, brand new, once again, all over again. Number 12, Alexia, number 13. James Coleman sitting at number 14 with the Coyote Kid, rolling in at number 15. Torrance Benjamin at 16 with the other half of the world title tag team division at number 17. Crom, number 18. The Irresistible Force at 19. And the Wildcat falling to number 20. Here's your top 20 for the week. all those numbers will change come Sunday night. And before we say anything more about Sunday night, let's take a look at this. We're going to back up here, take a look at this calendar. Night of Champions will be the following Sunday. There will not be an AOK matchups next Wednesday night. Your host here, Ace of Knaves, will not be around. I will be traveling away from the arena, away from the booth for next Wednesday night. So this Sunday, the go home show for Night of Champions, and then our Night of Champions will be the following Sunday. So until then, until Sunday night, my friends, at 7 p.m., give or take a couple. I appreciate everybody coming in here tonight. I appreciate everybody chatting it up with me and enjoying another episode of Pure Pixelated Violence. So as always, until next time, take care of each other, take care of yourselves. Watch out for that heat. If you are in that heated area, stay hydrated. And while you got water in your hands, wash behind your damn ears. That's it for me. I'm your host, the Ace of Knaves. Peace.